swap over to OBS because Streamlabs is garbage, so you guys get, you know, this horrible production setup. So I've got literally nothing set up. God, I don't know why it crashed or why it's not working. That is so annoying. Let me make sure that it's using the correct mic here. Yep, okay. Give me properties on my mic. Properties. Yeah. Well, hey, y'all just got to deal with. Excuse me. Yeah, just got to deal with that because I can't do much about it. I got a feeling I might be locked out of my Streamlabs forever and ever. What's worse is it was like as soon as it started and we got in, it did it. Like, I didn't get the map intro done. I didn't get anything actually done. It just immediately decided to crash. Down here we have some nice vertical play being helped by Roddy. Double stack up on his window. But, I mean, I thought Castle was out of the game, but I guess he's in. Maybe it's on the console where he's out. Don't know, I could be wrong. Obsession will lay a round or two into the feet of Pin there. At least that's a half decent, you know, couple of rounds from him. Looks like this main wall will be coming open, even with that bandit trick. Never mind. They're not able to get it, and Falcons, just being the bandit trick god that he is, will manage to eliminate both castles. I don't think USAE really knew what they were doing to try and counter that bandit trick. They really didn't have the proper setup for it. Vixma will be trying to get aggressive up on this Monty. Now, I will say, you guys missed it, but 7 Days is down a round already. Bit of a rough start. It looks like USAE is very, very prone to run these shields. Coming in, they do have the cafeteria side, making their way over. Oh, okay, Dad, I guess you're home. I just see the closed. But they're now trying to push down for these exo stairs. Which, might I add, is probably one of the best plays they can make at this point. You can't get main wall. You've got to make some sort of, you know, push in on this map. Louis has a decent enough setup here for the storage wall, or storage window. But I just don't think he's going to be able to push through the aggressive hold that 7 Days is pushing there. But Q2 is taking a nice C4 to the feet, but does remain standing. I'm going to have to, like, reinstall Streamlabs tonight. Or at least delete all my files out of it. I think it might be my cache is full for it. That's why it takes like 37 years to try and load up. That could be my issue. Because it's just broken. It takes like 4 years if I decide to load it up to play a game, like to cast a game. Obsession has a lot of damage on him. Making the smart play to rotate out as the push is coming down into sight. Louis will find a good pick there onto Vixma. Falcon's using a lot of damage. 2 shields are in, and McHugh will be getting the plant down. However, Penn is able to play nice frag there onto Roddy. Roddy did trade his life out for Galaxy. And Penn has just been very, very dominant on that shield. Finding another pick, triple kill on the round for him. It is not just Reppies in a 1v4. He's got 2 shields to deal with, and the Monty is not backing down. Vertical play is being made up above him. And all they're pretty much doing is just putting Reppies straight into where he wants them to be at. Grenade misses. At least he finds that kill there on the pin. The Monty's still standing. Just trying to be annoying with that that extending. Vertical play is up above, and the Monty just gonna keep being annoying with it. Looks like we'll be seeing another round go to these defenders, or attackers, sorry. Because that diffuser was down. There was no time left, and they will finish it out with the kills they need. Sorry, everyone in my server, for the double ping on the going live. Didn't mean to do it. Just kind of happens because of, well, the situation that we're dealing with, of course. Oh god, this like hurts me to be so unprofessional. If you know what I mean?
Defenders, protect your bombs
To
from
not
being
have my
defused
stream
by
set up,
attackers.
it just doesn't feel right. I feel naked. Not having my maps, not having anything set up. I don't like it.
deployed.
You know what? I might be able to import some of this while we do the setups. Add image. Coast League BO3. Sorry chat, y'all get to just enjoy 2 seconds of me actually cleaning up and fixing this. League backgrounds, Coast. I'll just do BO1 for now. There you go. You guys get at least half of the setup. Because now we're back in around 2 minutes 50 on the clock. And a pretty decently well set up defense. It's going to be an upstairs hold. I'm going to try and make something good out of it. Falcons again bringing that bandit trick. However, they don't have anyone actually playing down below except Vixma, who's chilling on the CC stairs. But that pretty much leaves the bandit trick able to be immediately countered
A bomb has been
by the
located.
Ash that we see right here. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, we could still see this man pull out some good gunning, drop the funning, and pull off this bandit trick. However, the thermite was waiting on wall. Wall will get ripped open. And 7 days off to a rather slow start KD-wise, especially when you look over and you see Pin at 5-1. Pin has just been so dominant pushing through. You know, that last round we seen him as the Blackbeard. Round 1, I'm sorry, I couldn't really commentate on because, again, I wasn't here. The stream was dead. Chat, stream full on died. Let's see if I can pull a stream up on my phone, though. Make sure we look good, feel good, and are good. Yeah, we are.
Loading new magazine.
Well,
Strikes through.
kind of sad that started with like 10 viewers and the stream decided to crash. That's the one that hurts the most right there. Doesn't matter though, we're in for a good game. Hopefully people will funnel their way back in now that we are live again. Where's the attack coming from? It looks like we're gonna see a pretty hard lobby side. However, Fold Up is chilling at the bottom of Cargo. Big 2 has that main wall open and trying to contest Obsession just a little bit. Obsession really doesn't have the better gun for this type of distance fight. If it's like an MP5, maybe a little bit more understandable. But especially now that he has Louis walking up too, Pin finds a good pick there on a Vixma running up those cargo stairs, or CC side stairs. Opens up the hatch into Pillar, and he's going to start being it out. That way they can get some live pings below. Either the floor bangs are coming, or we're going to see a good push coming. McQ2 is taken down by Falcons, though. Good swing from Electrical, and, you know, Falcon is still walking down his side of the map. No push coming yet, however, you know, they are trying to push that main breach in. Galaxy appears to have crashed. And Pin gets dropped by Falcons from Electrical. Last one is Fold Up. Oh, looks like Galaxy might be back again. That's that old word's gone again. He's gone again. Falcon up to a triple kill on this round. As Obsessive finds Fold Up. Falcons finds Louis, and Obsessive picks Galaxy up off that one. Given 7 days their first round of this match. Let's see now. Well, I got the 2 seconds that I've got. Let me go to text. Actually, let me add the image. Do Night Haven Labs. Nice. Let's go Galaxy. That's my support main go. Yeah, Galaxy was just glitching for a second. And you probably couldn't see it, but I could. And where's my NHL map? There it is. Okay, make that the right size and make that where it belongs. Yeah, roughly in there. Hope it's a little bit too big. Here we go. Like I said, major apology. I hate setting up on the fly. I don't like sitting here doing this. Hurts my soul to be doing it, but here we are. For the defense, we're going to be seeing another downstairs hold from 7 days. Now, their last downstairs hold did not quite go the way they intended, as it is a very, very nice exit push from the USAE team. The exit push pretty much cleared out, especially that heavy reliance on the double shields. This time, though, we're only going to see McQ bring his, as Pin will not be bringing that Blackbeard out like he did the first round. We know, like, we see no actual primary hard breach here. However, Louis does have hard breaching charges, as does Galaxy. I had a feeling that they're going to use these to try and push the vertical first as garage is coming open, or warehouse, or whatever you want to call it. They're going to find their way straight to Vixma. Vic has got to make sure that he holds this down. You cannot lose this control of storage early on. The attackers, now they're all funneling down here. Galaxy playing that good support role there, ripping open a wall with his hard breaching utility. I only see he's a support because we see Isumi World going into my chat and saying, "Let's go Galaxy, that's my support goat." You really don't see a support player on the on her, but ooh, a good down from that Frost. I know it doesn't really matter much because they're not live shotting it, but there comes Reppy's getting that good swing in there. Finding that down onto the Monty, getting that kill, confirming it. And that just upset this push really, really bad. Louis does have the vert over though. The smokes are going in, and the plant is coming down. However, fold him up, dropped by Obsessin. Who is that we see over there? I believe that is, who that was? I want to say maybe Roddy? We see getting that long angle. Obsessin picks a nice kill. However, Pin is there with that DMR, letting it sing. We're going to see Galaxy lagging himself out again a little bit. Pin finds another very good kill, making this game a 1v3. Diffuser is down though, so they have that, you know, that last attacker that they need in Father Time. However, Galaxy's got to get a swing, finds one kill onto Reppy's as Reppy's is running, almost finds Roddy, and it doesn't matter as Vixma will stick that diffuser and take him down. I'm so mad right now. I don't think you guys get how upset I am about that crash. That just, I'm putting on a subpar showing now. You know how bad it feels to be subpar. Let's see if I can go into studio mode. Let's do between maps. So I can sit here and work on stuff between rounds. Who are we gonna watch? Well, of course we're gonna watch Assassin. The man, the myth, the legend himself. And while we're doing that, I'm going to try and pull up the newsstand. Ooh. I don't remember the thing for it. Or my Streamlabs will come back, which it has just done. So, chat, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to end here, jump back over to Streamlabs because I cannot stand this. Or, no, I'll stick it out for this map. I'll swap between maps back to Streamlabs because I know y'all are here to see a little bit better production than what I can give you on this. Reppy's trying to take that opening fight against McQ2. Not landing anything. Both of them just kind of, you know, mild annoyances to one another. But we see Falcons expose himself to that one-way from fold up. That one-way angle, I mean, it's so deadly, but it doesn't watch very much of that map. However, it is a perfect spot for a cuts player like we just seen do. We're gonna Pin hitting the Russian now, fold up right behind him. Frag's coming to clear the barricades. And he doesn't even seem to be worried about the guys down below. I mean, that is where Sight's at. It's down there in that, you know, command room, whatever you want to call it. But they do have Obsession up here to deal with. Obsession not able to find that kill because it was straight into the Blackbeard shield. But he's got one behind him that Obsession definitely has to worry about. However, Vixma will hit the flank up. Pinched in, takes another one. And now it's just the Monty upstairs trying to clear. And he's got no one on his 6. However, Galaxy's coming in from his own doorway, finds that pick onto Obsession. And they have upstairs control again. Let's see where Vixma's at. Vixma is bottom CC stairs. Will Galaxy push it? I almost hope not, because Vixma has been looking pretty hot on that Frost. Pulling a nice double kill earlier this round. And you know how he plays. He just, when he lights on fire, he lights up quick. Galaxy just very much so waiting for someone to push him. The Q2 getting down and dirty with that Monty, trying to push down these warehouse stairs, has to make some sort of impact on this round. As the Monty, you're one of the most important, and Louis will find Reppies on a good kill. These vert holes are deadly, man. I mean, absolutely deadly.
Reload.
Defenders down here looking a little bit not worse for wear, but definitely not the positions that I think they want to be in. As Vixma is now being pushed up on by the Monty. He knows he's there, however, I don't think the Monty actually has anybody with him except Louis, and Louis is a little bit distance off. If this Monty gets too aggressive, this will be a very bad thing, and Louis will find Vixma, who was on the rotate there. Now it's just Roddy left in the 1v3. Everybody's favorite player in this game gets dropped by Louis, though. Louis just hitting the absolute flick of a century. Fold down. I guess fold up got folded. Yeah, fold up got folded. That's a good one. I'm gonna save that for later in the cast. Y'all are gonna hear me come back to that one at some
Defenders,
point.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
7 days now, bringing their last defense upstairs. I didn't even look at the bans, chat. All the hard breachers, at least all the great ones, 7 days said F them, get them off this board. However, we see USAE play a little bit more of a spread ban sheet as they get rid of the Mirror of the Kaid off the bat. Pretty great bans, and then we did see 7 days kind of abuse the Clash a little bit, and USAE said, hey, we're not dealing with that either, so they dropped the Clash on their neck.
Jammer ready to activate.
I think this weekend I will be taking the time to convert everything from Streamlabs over to OBS. Because quite simply put, guys, I can't stand OBS or Streamlabs anymore. I mean, I love them. They're great. They made streaming easy for so long. But I don't think I can do it with how they're like resource intensive they are until I upgrade to a 97. Oh, I lost my TikTok stream too. I was on TikTok stream. Galaxy will be ripping up in the IT wall. Falcon's nowhere nearby to even get that bandit trick off. And again, it doesn't matter because it's so easy. They just play below and they play it well. Reppies is off site though down in storage. Hopefully he's going to pick up a couple kills with that. Obsession's doing everything in his power to try and stay up here in this power position that he has. Looking out here on the balcony though, we got Pin getting ready to move up. I think him and this Monty are going to move in together. Monty's covering the jump in for Pin. However, Pin is found by Obsession. And now they have this top control. Coming across the upstairs rafters here. Everybody's just super hard pushing this thing. Galaxy rushed himself into IT. However, Falcons is there. Finds the C4 out on the Monty. Does not land it though. Trying to hit a pre-fire in behind. And Vixma has his command center. And right there is the Blackbeard. Reppies will find McQ2. However, Louis will find Reppies. Good trade out though if you ask me, because you get rid of his shield. However, it does suck because you're losing that man count quick as can be. The Ash holding behind, holding that flank. Louis will find Falcons. Louis is just on a gunner rampage right now. However, we'll see Vixma walk up the stairs on the flank, take a kill. Now it's just Roddy in a 1v3, but he's pinned in by all of them, taken down with a 4-2 split going to the attacking side. US Army Esports is looking absolutely on fire for this match. I mean, on fire. I need to look into making a Wikipedia page. You know, that'd be kind of cool. So the bands coming out right now are Kaid and Blackbeard. Now, as I was just talking about Wikipedia, let me go pull the statistics up for this league. Oh, if I can. I might have accidentally... Ooh, I closed it. Oops. Luckily, it is right there. Excuse me. Blackbeard coming in is the most banned operator at 98 times on this season. But you'll never believe it, chat. Maverick is right behind him. By a margin, though, at only 40 times banned this season. Let's look at these defender bans, though. Pulling out the kind of uncommon. I mean, I say kind of uncommon. It's not, you know, unheard of. The Kaid ban. He was only banned 32 times all season. Then the last one? Our Bandit ban? I don't even know if he was banned yet this season. It doesn't appear that he ever was. Because he's not listed, he's not on the readout, he's not there. But we're going to see the US Army Esports team taking their defense first here. Let's hope they're able to hold out. Penn is just on an absolute different planet right now at 10-4. I mean, it looks like 7 days might need a miracle to slow this man down.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Pretty decent setup we got coming out here. They do have a good extension over there to the connector wall. And of course, the nice mirrors. Look at full down though. I mean, as long as this mirror doesn't go, he's not going to get folded. But again, it's just such a nice play against. Love you, Vixma. You're so cute. Thanks, Hike or Gaudy. As I was just saying that, they're going to pop this. I mean, it was pretty much a given. Knowing how 7 days plays, the fact that they bring out that Twitch as soon as they see a Miro on the board means we all knew it was coming. It was a matter of time. Looks like a very, very heavy connector side push, though. As we have Flores making his way through the hallway, or well, actually into the classroom now, not the hallway yet, or meeting room, whatever you want to call it. But they're going to do everything they can to try and force Penn out of his positioning. And again, I guess to Penn, this really doesn't matter. He can give that position up pretty easily. With a quick, fast rotate out of there, it's like he was never even in there in the first place. However, the 7 days team is still kind of slow to want to take any ground here. No map control actually being pulled quite yet. Falcons will be burning that last day's charge to try and open up IT wall just a little bit more. And it will succeed. The defense ever so strong up in sight with a nice little roaming Louis who might become a backstabber later. Finally, we're going to see the push coming in towards this connector side. Or maybe we won't and they'll make a liar out of me as everybody on the attacking team just sees the rotate outside. They're being very, very slow about this. I know they're a team who plays off of picks, so if they're not able to find that first pick, what are they going to do? Fold up being flashed in, pushed in. Here comes a good swing here from Obsession. Goes in, he does get one kill. Fold up's able to find the refrag, or it wasn't even a kill, it was just a down. Bees are flooding in. We jump over to Falcons. He's got IT control. Him and Galaxy are getting into a little bit of a 1v1 shooting match. Roddy's takes the electrical control. However, fold up, folded. Vixma.
I'm deployed.
Reppy's able to find a kill. Galaxy hitting the kill onto Falcon. Reppy's goes in for what, a triple on that one? Or will it clean up in a double? Galaxy now taken down from that long angle from IT. However, Louis there to take Reppy's down, trading him out. Now it's just Roddy versus Louis in a 1v1 situation. 20 seconds left on the clock. And Louis will find Roddy as Roddy sails a couple rounds right over his shoulder. Some very, very close rounds. I mean, a nail biter on that last one. However, what do you really expect out of, you know, Nighthaven Labs? It's always going to be close. It's always going to be a good one. turn off studio mode, pull back into my normal scene. Because I'm not even going to try and fix the overlays on this. After this map, I'm ending stream, taking 2 seconds, getting in Streamlabs, going back to something that I know, something that I love. I mean, I hate it because it crashes. I hate it because it slows down my PC and bogs it. But I've got everything set up. This weekend, I will build my OBS setup because I'm done with Streamlabs. And y'all are going to get some high quality, good quality content. Do you understand? And it appears they're calling for a rehost. And McQ2 has a notification that his game has a corrupted file.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So that's awesome. Rehost coming in. We'll be right back, chat, after this break.